Good day to you one and all. It is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Today I'm talking about Morrissey. The video that I'm going to react to is Morrissey performing How Soon Is Now. You know that one? It's got that weird... Anyway, he's performing How Soon Is Now in Las Vegas in July. This was part of his Las Vegas residency called Viva Mos Vegas. Pretty good, eh? He's been doing it for 2 years in a row now. I am the sun and the air of a shyness that is criminally... Okay, that was in tune. Justin Hawkins rides again. Right, let's have a look at this video. Before we do that though, Morrissey was the frontman, of course, of the Smiths from 1982 to 1987, and then he embarked on a very successful solo career. I really loved the solo music of Morrissey. It's weird how he became one of those figures that you kind of weren't allowed to like as an individual, I think, but you can't argue with his music. He is awesome. His lyrics are well known for having recurring themes of emotional isolation, sexual longing, self-deprecating and dark humour, and anti-establishment stances. Well, enough about my sex life. In his early career, he cultivated the image of a sexually ambiguous social outsider who embraced celibacy. Morrissey has been credited as a seminal figure in the emergence of indie rock and Britpop. Lynchen S. Sorry. Lynchen... Professional. Lynchen S. said, "He saved so many lives with his music. I'm deeply grateful." Palacro says, "It's almost hard to believe so many people are running up to hug him. I've never seen anything like this. Watching Morrissey live was the closest thing I've had to a religious experience from a stage show." People always say that about music they love. David Ellis says his fans are infatuated with him. He actually spelled it infactuated. It's adoration to the extreme. I love that though. That's why it's called fanaticism, isn't it? Because it's a bit mental, in a good way. Oh, yes. Look at how cool he looks with the yellow t-shirt on with no sleeves. And the sun and the air. Oh my God, he's singing great. I'd love to see Morrissey live. See, I don't know how challenging Morrissey's vocals ever were really. I mean, I suppose he sort of explores the higher ranges at certain points, but a song like this, he's more or less comfy doing it even now, you know? Here we go. This is, I mean, I'm anticipating the usual kind of live fluctuation in pitch. Like the first line was a little bit flat, but that's, you know, everyone's flat when they come straight out of the gates. Doesn't matter how much you warm up before a show, you're never quite prepared for what meets you when you set foot on stage. I'm human and I need to be loved. That's more or less perfect, and that's probably the hardest bit to sing in this song. And look at him embracing his flock, as it were, reaching down. It doesn't seem to be a barrier. Those people have paid good money to be there. Someone's coming up. I've seen some footage of the fella from the Maroon 5 music band being all disgusted and shrugging off an adoring enthusiast that clambered onto the stage and tried to hug him. I think Morrissey is he's finding it a bit more, he's finding it easier to conceal the obvious contempt that he has for his audience. But somebody does sort of usher him away. It's not the kind of... I suppose you're inviting that to a degree. I mean, I'd hate to victim shame, but he is wearing a t-shirt that says, "I do hugs," or something like that. I love the way he stops and then just sort of, "And the sun and air of nothing in." I mean, he stops what he's doing in order to allow the person his moment with him. But he does seem to be a reluctant participant in the hug, and I've been there myself. He turns his head away, but that could be sort of COVIDian, health concerns and trying to protect himself and his crew from being exposed to the deadly virus. And I love the way the guy that's hugging him just goes, "Yeah, okay, I'll leave." Brilliant. You shut your mouth, how can you say I go about things the wrong way? The way he prowls the stage is in a totally different way, and without that sort of sexual malice that some people do it. But he's got this kind of, like a cat that's just looking for somewhere to lay down. That's what he looks like. That's a good hug when he bends down and goes like this. Oh, I think that's what all those years of celibacy does for you. You forget how to connect with another human. This guy's a bit more intense. I think the security man has definitely done the right thing in intervening with this one, because he's approaching him at some speed. But he doesn't grab hold of him as tight, unless Morrissey has taken the precaution of greasing his arm so that he can't get a grip there. He does seem to be sort of pulling at him and then slipping away as the man. And then once contact is broken, all of these stage invaders turn away and they recognise that the jig is up, and then they walk off respectfully. It's a good crowd. Morris is almost like, right, who's next? Seems to be checking his pocket to make sure his wallet's still there. Very wise. Here comes another one. This person's an opportunist stage leaper. This person knows that the security person is on the other side of the stage, still issuing a reprimand to the previous invader. Ah, there's another security man who appears from nowhere, really. This is a good team that he's got around him. As this one leaves. Brilliant. Oh, there's another security man and another stage climber. I wonder if Morrissey travels through Las Vegas with a motorcade, and these are the guys that were previously on the motorbikes. They should keep the levers on, if you ask me. Oh. It's the most awkward hug of them all. So Morrissey has an arm outstretched and the man seems to hug him there. But he looks like he's already been up once. How many hugs does he want? Oh no! Another one clambers up. It reminds me of that scene in Blazing Saddles when Lily Von Stoop is singing a song, and then a cowboy gets up on the stage and starts stumbling towards her, hoping to get a copper feel, as it were. And then it'd be really brilliant now if Morrissey kicks that person in the balls, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. I often do the one when people put their drinks on the stage. I often do a Lily Von Stoop line. I always say, "Are you in show business? Well, why didn't you get your goddamn drinks off the stage?" And then boot them as hard as I can into their willing faces, and they love it. I don't boot them into their faces. Oh my God, this one came up and kissed him on the cheek. Somebody disinfect this legend. Another one in a suit. They'll stop at nothing, this lot. One of the things we've learned from this video is that the last place you want to be during the zombie apocalypse is on stage in Las Vegas, because there's nothing you can do to stop them. Not to say that I think that Morrissey's fans should be compared to a legion of the undead. I'm a Morrissey fan, let's just clarify that. Quite aside from the alleged politics, I don't care about that stuff. I love his music. I mean, listen to that song, it's awesome. He is a bit huggable though, he cuts a huggable figure, like with those half-mast trousers and the sleeveless yellow t-shirt. He's exposing so much flesh that it's extra alluring. I mean, those are hugging arms, and the kind of ankles that, I suppose they remind me of my grandfather's ankles when he used to wear trousers that were too short for him. Not that Morrissey is in any way like my grandfather, he's got the same colour hair. This band is kicking ass. It sounds amazing. I mean, there was always a lot of space in this song. Like, he never sang all the way through it anyway. But I wonder if this song was actually designed to be like a live moment where he can prowl the stage like a cat looking for somewhere to lay down and have people come up and accost him or throw flowers, and he could react and interact with the audience. You know, react to and interact with the audience. It's just built for that, and it seems funny that he's come out of the gates with this song as the first number. I love saying number, by the way, instead of song. I've started doing that recently. I recommend you try it. Oh, his trousers have gone back to the normal length. I wonder if it's like that, because I think what it reminds me of is when my granddad used to sit down and then he would pull the trousers up slightly, exposing some of his ankle, and then sit down, and I suppose it would... Maybe he did it because it created a more flattering pleat in the groin region. He wasn't that much of a vain man. There's no vanity in my family. And there are occasions when Morrissey's voice sort of shreds a little bit in the excitement of the day, but he's been singing for a long time. I think he's doing a great job. The t-shirt's coming off! Yes! This is amazing. See, what he's done there, he's basically, I invented this look. This is like, when you get a t-shirt and you split it down the front, it looks like a cross between a t-shirt and a waistcoat. I used to call it the taste coat. And Morrissey's done the same thing here. Look, sleeveless t-shirt, split down the front, taste coat. You're welcome, Morrissey. Off it goes. Yes. Oh, what a hero. This guy's a fucking legend. That's awesome. Oh, and the perfect timing of the t-shirt throw at the end. That's amazing. This video has just made me want to go and see Morrissey. I don't think I'll clamber up and try and hug him, because he does seem to be a reluctant participant in those things. But, God, it sounds great. You know? Whew, wow, exciting. Justin Hawkins rides again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, watch one of these two videos, and keep coming back. I'll see you on the ice. Adieu!